$400,000 just landed in your bank account. Not from work, not from a promotion, not from years of discipline, from a death. And before you even finish grieving, before the funeral flowers have wilted, your phone starts ringing. And the people calling, they all have the same voice, the voice of someone who just found out. This is not a story about getting rich. This is the story of what $400,000 actually does to a person, to their relationships, their identity, their decisions, and why most people who receive it end up with nothing within 7 years. Stay with me, because if this ever happens to you, you will want to have watched this first. Day 1. You open your banking app. $400,000. You close it. You open it again. Still there. You've never seen that number with your name next to it. And your brain, the same brain that spent years calculating whether you could afford a vacation, does something it has never done before. It stops. It stops calculating survival. It stops measuring risk. It stops the constant low hum of financial anxiety that most people carry every single day without even realizing it. For the first time in your adult life, you feel safe. That feeling has a name. It's called dopamine, and it is the single most dangerous thing that will happen to you in this entire story. Because dopamine doesn't understand math. Dopamine doesn't think about 10 years from now. Dopamine only knows one thing. Right now, in this moment, everything feels okay. And when everything feels okay, your guard goes down. That's when the decisions start. 2 weeks after people find out, and they will find out, your phone becomes a completely different object. Your cousin calls. He has a business idea. He just needs $15,000 to get it started. He'll pay you back. He promises. He's never promised anything like this before. Your brother texts. He's behind on his mortgage. Just 2 months. It's temporary. He just needs a bridge. Your mother doesn't ask directly. She never does. But she mentions the kitchen renovation she's been wanting for 10 years. And you can hear it in her voice. The hope, the quiet expectation. And you love these people. That's the trap. You genuinely love them. So you say yes. Once, then twice. Because once you've said yes, saying no feels like taking something back. $400,000, minus $15,000, minus $8,000, minus the vacation you took because you deserved it after everything you've been through, minus the car you finally bought because for the first time you could. 6 weeks in, you check your balance, $311,000. You haven't spoken to a single financial advisor. You haven't made a single investment. You haven't built a single plan. But nearly $90,000 is already gone. And every dollar, every single one, felt completely justified in the moment. Here's what nobody tells you about sudden money. It doesn't reveal your best self. It reveals your most honest self. The things you've been denying yourself, the car, the trip, the clothes, the upgrade, they don't feel like indulgences when you have $400,000. They feel like corrections, like you're finally catching up to the life you should have been living. That's the psychological trap. Scarcity thinking doesn't disappear when the money arrives. It transforms. It becomes consumption, rapid, justified, emotionally charged consumption. You buy the car at $58,000. That's only 14% of $400,000, practically nothing. You renovate the kitchen at $35,000. You spend more time at home now. It makes sense. You take the trip at $11,000. You've been through grief. You need this. Each decision, in isolation, is defensible. Together, they are catastrophic. Because $400,000 minus $90,000 in family help, minus $58,000 for a car, minus $35,000 for renovations, minus $11,000 for a trip, is $206,000 in 4 months, without a single investment, without a single dollar working for you. Half. Gone. Now let's talk about what $400,000 actually is, after the world takes its share. Depending on where you live and how the estate was structured, the number that arrives in your account may already be less than $400,000. Capital gains taxes on the deceased's assets, estate administration fees, legal costs. These are real, and they are significant. Know the real number, not the number on the headline, the number after everything. Now, the house question. Every person in your life will tell you the same thing. Buy property. It's the smart move. You can't go wrong with real estate. Let's run the actual math. A $500,000 to $50,000 home. $150,000 down payment. You now hold a $400,000 mortgage. At current rates, that is approximately $2,400 per month. Property taxes, $450. Insurance and maintenance, $500. That is $3,350 every single month, locked into one illiquid asset. Is real estate bad? Absolutely not. But buying real estate without a plan, without understanding how it fits into your complete financial picture, turns a $400,000 opportunity into a $3,350 per month obligation. And if you still carry high-interest debt, credit cards, personal loans, those don't disappear because you have money. They wait. And every month you delay paying them, they grow. This is the thought that will quietly destroy everything. I'm okay now. I don't need to change. $400,000 feels permanent. It feels like a reset. Like you've been handed a new starting line and now everything is different. It is not different. Not yet. Not until you make it different. Here is the brutal math. If your lifestyle cost you $3,000 more per month than your income, $400,000 lasts 11 years. You will be 11 years older, with nothing invested, nothing compounded, nothing built. $400,000 is not a destination. It is a runway, and a runway without a plane is just concrete. The most dangerous moment in this entire story is not when you spend money. It's when you stop feeling urgency. When you wake up one morning and think, I have time. I'll figure it out later. Later is where inheritances go to disappear. Two people, same inheritance, same year, same $400,000. Person A does what feels right. They help their family. They upgrade their life. They feel generous, free, and finally relieved. 7 years later, they have $44,000 left. The car needs replacing. The kitchen renovation feels old. And the feeling of safety that arrived with the money? Gone. Completely gone. Person B does something that feels wrong in the beginning. They don't touch the money for 90 days. They sit with the discomfort. They let the emotions settle. They meet with a fee-only advisor, not someone who earns commission on what they sell, but someone who charges a flat fee to give an honest plan. They pay off only high-interest debt. They invest $250,000 into a diversified portfolio. They keep $80,000 liquid, protected, accessible, untouched. They make one deliberate strategic purchase with the rest. 7 years later, that $250,000, growing at a 7% average annual return, is worth over $400,000. Person B turned $400,000 into $480,000 while living their life, while helping people thoughtfully, while sleeping at night. Same money, same timeline, completely different outcome. The difference was not intelligence. It was not discipline. It was not access to secret information. It was understanding one thing that person A never did. Receiving money and knowing how to keep money are two completely different skills, and the world only teaches you the first one. Most people reading this will never inherit $400,000, but every single person watching this will, at some point in their life, receive an opportunity they weren't financially prepared for. A bonus, a settlement, a business exit, a tax return larger than expected. And when that moment comes, the people who are ready, not emotionally ready, not wishfully ready, mathematically, structurally, psychologically ready, those are the people who build something that lasts a generation. $400,000 didn't make anyone rich. What they chose to do in the 90 days after it arrived, that's what made the difference. Think smarter, move slower, build longer. OutFox the system.